Welcome to another wet and windy day on the rock. We're kind of just hunkering down a bit, to be honest. The sun keeps coming out, but it's pretty squally out there. I'm going to knit some of these stitches onto a secondary cable. I've gotten quite aware on the body, but I just want to be doubly sure on the size. It should be fine. I did try it on last night, but I was wearing pyjamas and the ladies were not where they would normally be with support, so I want to be doubly sure. So yeah, so I need a secondary cable and I'll knit some of the stitches, probably I don't know, about half of them, onto the cable, because this cable's not long enough and my other cable is long enough, but it tends to distort the fabric a little bit, and my longest super long cable is on another garment. So I'm going to do that first before I do anything else, whilst my hair is drying a bit. And yeah, I have the Christmas cake to get made today. The fruits had long enough to soak, I think. So that needs to be baked, and because it's baked on quite a low temperature for quite a long period of time, I think I'll put some other stuff in the oven with it, but I'm not sure what. I might roast some tomatoes and red peppers in the oven at the same time, and then I can use them to make like a soup. Well, I could use them to make anything, to be honest, but most likely to make soup. And it just means it fills up the oven. It doesn't fill up the oven, but it multi-purposing the power that it takes to cook the Christmas cake. I might even see if I have any potatoes that are large enough to bake at the same time. We can have them like tomorrow or the following day. I was going to bake some sweet potato, but I think I only have about two, or maybe I could bake a couple of sweet potatoes too. And I want to make some sweet potato gnocchi as well one day this week, so I could bake those at the same time also, but no garlic in the oven at the same time as Christmas cake. That would taste very strange. So the Christmas cake has been fed with brandy and put away to bed for the next few weeks, ready in time for the big C. And what I ended up doing with the roast tomatoes and peppers was, once the Christmas cake came out, I put in a block of feta cheese and some herbs and let it roast for another half hour. And when it came out, I just mashed that up. The feta had gone all soft. Mixed it all together, and we had half of that with the baked potatoes that I cooked at the same time as the cake and the tomatoes. And the other half of that mixture I've put in the fridge, and we can have that for tea another night with some pasta or something like that. Although I think it needs a little bit of sweetness adding. Might just add like a teaspoon of sugar or something, because it's quite, obviously the tomatoes are not particularly tart, but the feta is quite tart. I think it just needs a little bit of sweetness to balance it out, but that's okay. I've done some more work on this and it fits nice. I was happy with the fit. I've knit it back onto a more workable length cable, where instead of the really long one. And what I'm going to do is probably knit this maybe another inch past where it already is. It's fair length already. And then I'm going to put it on hold, the body anyway, and start working on the sleeves, because I don't want to run out of yarn for a start, because I only have, I mean, I should have plenty. I've got, you know, all this left. I should have plenty of yarn, but I want full length sleeves. So I'll knit the sleeves and then I can knit the rest of the yarn till it basically runs out, and then knit the rib on the bottom, because the rib is knit in the orange colour. Plus there's a little wee bit of colour work at the bottom. It's just another one of these lines, I think, at the bottom, from what I can remember, to tie in the body with the ribbing at the bottom. So I'm going to do a bit more on that. And yes, this jumper is cracking along. I'm hoping to get this finished in the next week or so, because time is a ticking. So yeah, but I'm really happy with it. And then once I've got this done, I can go back to working on my other autumn projects, because the Halloween one is more of a priority with Halloween approaching. And then I can work on the other autumn ones. I don't think I'm going to get as many of them done as I'd hoped to, but that's okay. You know, they can just either be kept working on the way up to Christmas, and then they'll be ready for next autumn, or I can put them to one side and finish them off at a later date. I don't really mind, because I have plans to knit a Christmas sweater, and going by how quickly that's gone in fingering weight shouldn't be too hard to do, because it will be an Aran weight colourwork sweater. So I'm looking forward to having that on my needles once October is done. Yeah. Okay, I shall see you tomorrow. Bye.